Hello. How are you
Hello.
all doing this wonderful day? I was going to say evening, but it's not evening for everyone. But look, we'll start off with another Hexagon TTRPG campaign session. We're doing Aglarond tonight. So say hi, all you lovely players.
Hi.
So we're going to jump
Hi.
right into it
Hello.
with where we left off last session. You guys had just finished clearing the mine of these mercenary type folk who had been supervising a mining operation that was slightly shady, to say the least. Just a smidge. And you freed the incarcerated kobolds and called in reinforcements in the form of Zola's father and the rest of his guards.
Papa.
And while they were checking out the scene themselves, Zola's father opened up a portal back to the city of Vardonyl. And so you guys were stepping through with your horses, and you stepped through to the headquarters of the guard in Vardonyl. Zola, you recognize the layout and the building itself. The rest of you might not so much. Ren, I think you might, as you might have taken the lay of the town a bit, as you had kind of acclimated yourself when you'd first arrived. But the rest of you, this is probably one of the first times you've been to this part of the city. And so this is where you guys are going to be starting this session. As you walk through, Howard, Zola's father, kind of waves you through and explains to you, Zola, like, look, I'm just going to be here for a little while. I just need to make sure that everything's all right here and just do my own proper investigation about the place. I suppose it's was there anything that you want to tell me first before I go? Is there anything pertinent that I might need to know?
Is there anything I would be forgetting from 2 weeks ago? I don't think so. I think we addressed it.
We gave him everything. We gave money away.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure we handled everything. No, that just be careful in there. We didn't check every room, so there could be traps or something.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Did you tell them they were mining the ore?
What
ore?
Ore?
The stuff that you guys use for the city, the crystals.
Yeah, magic crystals.
We spoke about that last time, yeah.
There was some of that crystal, that ore in this mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what the other kobolds say.
Was there any more? That's the rare mineral, and honestly, we haven't been able to find too much since we've set up everything in the city.
The Ormcrofts might know something.
They were still mining.
Rotten to the core.
You guys better
Yes,
check
Carl, we know.
that elevator that goes downstairs. I think that's where most of it's mined from.
So as he kind of takes this in, he has two guards that are going to be going with you, and he says, "You two, check on the Ormcrofts. Find out anything you can. If this is something related to them, we're going to need to know."
They also
nod.
know we've been snooping.
Sorry?
The Ormcrofts? We tried, yeah. So
I live with them.
You don't have to say it like that.
Say it like
what he means to say is that we went to Carl's house and by chance stumbled upon things in his father's office that made us go to the mines in the first place. So it might behoove you to go to the mansion in given location that I do not recall at this time.
Found your way into his office. All right.
By accident. I was looking for the bathroom.
Did I say that?
Accidentally.
You all accidentally came into the office while looking for the bathroom. He smiles at you and says, "Carry on."
Oops.
I'll be back for dinner. Tell your mother. And he says to Zola,
Yeah, sure.
all right, it looks like you guys can use a bit of rest and maybe a bath. I'll see you
Mr.
later.
Monty.
Well, he's not wrong.
He looks at you and you're all kind of like covered in dust and everything. He's like, I mean, you're covered in dust.
She just went red. Her whole face red. Embarrassed red, not like angry red. I need to get home.
Enjoy. And he turns around and walks towards the cave entrance with he had 8 guards come with him, so now 6 are going with him and 2 are coming through the portal with you. And they let you all pass through the portal, and they come through last to inside the portal as it winks closed. And you're back in Vardonyl.
Smell of home.
The familiar
Grow
kind
up.
of noise
miss
of
the
the street
forest.
just echoing through
Yeah.
the streets. This is a bit more of a business sector, but not too far away is the market. And you hear, as it is around midday at this point, the raucous crowd kind of making their deals and doing all their business in the market, trying to get the day's supper, or just trying to get the best deal they can on whatever they're currently trying to buy. But that's a ways off. You just hear the familiar sounds of the city that you've come to know as home.
Hmm.
Well, looks like we ended up going on that camping trip after all.
Yeah.
What?
Luckily, we came back really quickly. No worries about food.
Yeah, that was
Or
pretty
horse
handy.
food.
Speaking of the horses, what are we doing with these guys?
Hmm?
Do I just give it back to you?
We leave them
Yeah.
at Carl's
No,
house.
it's yours.
It's mine.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, free horse.
We can't keep a horse in our dorm, Carl.
They have friggin' stables at the school, dude.
What?
All right? We pass by them every time we go to the third dumpster.
Thought those were just horse houses.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Yeah, for like, the horses that come and live, not like riding horses.
All horses are riding horses if they consent.
Do they?
Yeah, I talked to them all before.
Oh. Oh. I guess it's fine then. Yeah.
Uh,
A lot of horse talk. I knew this was gonna happen.
Listen, if you
Wait.
don't keep the horse,
No.
I'll take him to
Don't bring our
the
horses in?
school.
Think I
Yeah,
can leave
come
it
on,
there
I'll
too?
lead them all. Just grab
Oh,
them.
thank you.
All by yourself?
Takes
Yeah.
all 6 reins of the horses and just
Oh.
carries.
He's pretty strong.
It's not that
Um,
strong.
I mean,
While we busy ourselves with these horses, what happens to all the kobolds that just flood into the city?
so they're taken in charge by the 2 guards, and you see that they go inside quickly and speak to a few people. You don't recognize anyone, but they eventually come out and start organizing. It's okay, so we're going to bring you to the Hallows. There's an empty temple that we used. Giling has just told us that it hasn't been used for a really long time. Zola, you recognize Giling as the name of the gnomish secretary, desk officer that was at the City Watch.
Ah, yes. Yes.
And so they have just gotten kind of permission from the city to use that to house the kobolds. And so they talk to all the kobolds and start just ushering them towards, and then kind of turn to Carl and say, I hope this is all right. We're going to bring them to the Hallows. Zola, you recognize
What?
the temple. You know it's in the far corner by the wall. It's a bit run down, but it's spacious enough to house all of them.
Yeah.
Are you asking
hasn't
me?
been used. Are you not family? I heard you calling this one's sister.
Yeah, dude, I'm like fucking 10 years old. I don't know. Like, take him where you think is best.
Wait, you're 10?
No, I meant, is it all right
There's
if
no
we
way
take
he's
your
10.
family for now?
We age different. Shut up.
You're being
We
rude
just
again,
don't
Carl.
want to separate you from your
Wait, what the
family
God damn
if
it,
you
I'm
don't
sorry.
wish to be separated. That's all.
Numbers
wanna
are
know where
hard
she
for
is.
him.
Rank.
Yeah.
Rank,
What?
tell him how old I am.
Actually, like 10.
Yeah, exactly. And you're like, what, 16, 17? I don't know.
I turned 15 actually.
Oh, nice. You look old. You got bags under your eyes. All right. I'm at the
They're
school.
bags of honor.
You'll be here. And shut up. I'll be here. I love you. And I'll be here in the school and you'll be here. Yeah.
I look at the guard. It's like, seems he's all right with it. I think we trust the you lot. Yeah. Look at everyone real quick.
Yeah. I mean,
Is
if
there
Carl
a
trusts him.
number or something that we could use to contact you if, in case they want to have some sort of a get together?
Here, I'll give her my crystal. Here, take this. I'll give it
Wait.
to
Frank
Rank.
takes the crystal, tries to bite it. It's
Yeah,
not
it
food.
tastes all right. It's like a good licking stone sometimes, but no, you use it to like call people. So you could get into contact with Ren or Zola or Arabella or
How?
I think
How?
you always throw yours away, hey Dan, or you don't have one.
I probably lost in the dumpster
Think
somewhere.
Orly
I don't
has
really
mine?
know how to use it.
And you gotta message them all the time, and they'll probably know how to get to me.
How? It's a hunk of rock.
Yeah, you press on the rock, and
It like lights up. She startles a little bit. Okay. It
You'll
shows
figure it out.
pressing things. Takes like
turn
a
around.
there's like a snapshot of a
example first.
picture. There's like a few things like a little glitches, not glitches, but like rings and of like a phone trying to be unlocked, and it's gonna start. So like,
Okay,
so many
shoot now.
flashes.
Carl, why don't you give her like a map to the dumpster, and if she needs to leave us a message, she just leave a message in the dumpster.
Why wouldn't she just go to the school? She knows the school's big, and you could see it from there.
Oh yeah, that's true too.
Oh, is that where you go?
Yeah, the big place.
You're
That's
gonna
where we
keep
live.
tabs on them, right? Looking at the guard. You're not just gonna dump them somewhere.
Tell me they're gonna be- there's
we're
gonna
a
be
bit
someone
spread thin as
shack-
it is at the moment. We'll make sure that someone like comes and checks on them every now and then, but we can't always have somebody there.
Well, what are they gonna do?
What
Arabella's
are we
holding
going
her
to
head in
do?
her hands, and she's like, "There's gonna be a kobold outbreak. There's gonna be a kobold outbreak."
Why don't they just come
They're not
live
a-
with you?
They're not a
Carl?
virus.
No, on the back. As long as there's some sort of
I just imagine them rampaging through the town.
They're tiny.
Doing jobs for dirt cheap.
Right.
They'll just be like, "Oh, I like this."
Garbage.
We'll call you on the crystal, try and figure it out.
Trying
And
to help it out.
if we can't reach you, we'll ask the guards, and then they'll probably these guys are your friends. They're good.
Okay.
Everybody's
Sure.
your friend here. Just
I'll
trust
get you out
people
of a jam.
blindly.
Something bad's going on. You can always tell
Blindly
us.
trust anybody. Okay. Gotcha. Thanks,
As
Carl.
long as they're in these walls of the
They're
city,
gonna fuck shit
you're
up.
okay.
Okay.
And no more jobs for no money.
You
Yeah,
didn't
always
take
ask for
any
lots
jobs
of
for no
money.
money.
That last
Lots
one.
of money.
No more
We got
getting
these
trapped in
coppers.
places.
And you
No,
guys
we
gave us
want
coins,
gold.
like
We
the
want
silvery
gold.
coins.
Yeah, you have.
No, the guards have those.
Wasn't each of them given a platinum coin?
I thought they were all given.
No,
Yeah.
we took it back and we gave it to the guards, and the guards said that they would take care of
Oh, okay.
having
Fair
the
enough.
money for the kobolds.
Take it back. The guys
It's the
we'll make sure they get some food and
the city
whatever
kobold
they need.
fund.
That's great.
Kobold.
Thank God.
They're gonna buy this place that they're being held. They're being sent to. They're just like, "Oh, platinum, sure."
All right. I guess we're gonna go find our new home.
Yeah, there's a place around here. I'm sure.
Let's go. And she like starts walking off, and the guard like looks and is like, no, not that way, and he like runs after her, and the rest of the kobolds follow suit as the other guard kind of like takes up the rear and just make sure there's no stragglers, and they herd the kobolds off towards the Hallows.
It was so good seeing her again.
I bet. It's been so long.
Yeah, I don't even know.
A week and a half since you guys have been in the city.
Damn. Holy shit.
A week and a half.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3 days of travel.
Yeah, because you guys had to travel to the Ormcrofts, then from the Ormcrofts to the mountain range. Actually, no, it's true because you guys didn't have the time travel coming back, so it's about a week, like 6 days.
Well, I don't know about anyone else, but my armor could sure use a good clean. You stock on some supplies. Maybe check in with the school, see how if there's any notices about the mentorships and whatnot. What say all of you?
I need a good night's sleep. That's what I need.
I need,
It's
I
around
need a
midday.
bath. Oh no.
Bath, that could be nice. I could see myself floating in some hot water right about now.
We just got out of hot water.
good one, Zola.
You're so funny.
So, that was excellent.
I'm disappointed.
Yeah, we had
what?
them. We had them. If she didn't run, we had them, right? We could have taken her, Dan. You were kicking ass. You did that
definitely.
sweet axe kick,
I'm gonna
uppercuts. You were like,
That's why they ran, right? It's because they couldn't take
I was
it.
this close to tearing throats.
I
I'm
felt
gonna
that.
sneak up behind Dan and be like, "So, Dan,
Hmm?
in the temple, I've heard you have some sort of temple baths that we might peruse."
And
Oh,
toilets?
what? You mean back home?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm not allowed there.
What'd you
Yeah,
do?
part of my, the school thing.
Since when?
But for a while now, actually.
Is that why I don't see the beam coming from the sky anymore?
Yeah, I'm stuck down here with you guys.
I'm gonna start shaking Zola. That was my favorite part.
I know it left like a thing in the ground and everything. It was so
So
cool.
cool.
Well,
Now he's just
then where have you
Dan. He's
been-
not even
been living?
atomic.
Oh my God,
Oh!
Zola.
I'm just going around.
Wow.
Sorry, that
fucked
kind
up.
of just came. I'm tired and hungry.
You should still apologize again. That was pretty mean.
Sorry, Dan.
I didn't even hear what you said. What did
She
Where's
didn't.
everyone
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
at Zola like
Nothing.
that?
It's
You don't
okay.
hear it.
I'm.
She said
going-
you're very atomic.
Oh, of course she did.
That is exactly
Most
what she
atomic,
said.
no matter the beam or not.
Oh, all right. Well, I mean, maybe it still works for you guys.
What?
The beam?
The beat. If you guys want baths that bad, I think I'm all right.
Yeah, I think I could just pass out.
I'm
Hey,
rolling the
there's
grass
no
a
point
little
going
bit.
to a public bathing spot if we're not going to do it all together.
That's a good point.
I think I'm gonna text my mentor, or Crystal, my mentor. Go home, take it back, and we can reconvene afterward.
Yeah.
Uh,
Carl,
what
our
time-
room's
what
probably
day is it?
filthy.
It's midday.
No, I left.
What was
I
that?
left Mr. Frog in charge.
Oh, sweet.
Michael J. Frog.
Yeah, Michael J. Frog.
I love that guy.
All right.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Michigan J. Frog.
So you're all keen on resting, huh? I think I'm gonna swing by the school. Just make sure that everything's kosher.
Well, if you're going by the school, then I'll go by the school.
What are you gonna do?
Guess
at
we're all going to the school.
There's so much to do
Guess
at the
so.
school. There's teachers, there's the library,
I feel
there's the
disgusting.
Nerd.
curriculum, there's the
I got
library.
these 6 horses back, anyways. Come on.
I'll go with Carl.
All right,
No, we're all
so
headed in this direction anyway.
Carl, Ori, Ren, it seems.
Look over at Arabella. School.
Hmm?
Wait, do we have prestidigitation?
Yeah.
Dude, take
think
a
I do.
real bath, Zola.
It's not a.
Come on,
it's
you
not
got to get a
an actual
deep
bath.
scrub, okay?
Yeah, when
I
we
mean,
get
I have-
home,
I
but
have
for now.
prestidigitation if you need it.
It's like the Thai magic stick.
I do have prestidigitation.
I know one of you
clean
does
up
because
enjoy
one
the
of you
filth.
We have some
prestidigitated
dust
Carl,
here and-
It's true.
and he was fine.
Yeah, you made his clothing all nice.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so
by
Arabella will
the
just
way-
cast it like 44 times.
Red, can I have my freaking shit back, please?
All right.
Oh yeah, of course.
Wait, you
And
had that the
finally,
whole time?
Carl
Yeah.
is given his
No one asked
stuff.
me for it.
Carl, why didn't you ask for your...
I
Carl's been
forgot.
walking around
He
in a
was
loincloth
distracted.
the whole time.
Yeah. I mean, I
Just
always
true
have been,
form.
really. I just
Yeah,
then
but like
you-
you had a
There was the
fur at
kimono.
one point that you were wearing. You
Yeah,
had your sword
kimono.
strapped to your back and everything.
Yeah.
Loin with the sword.
I robe myself.
Good
Re-robe?
Yeah, re-robe and arm.
Re-robe.
Ah, my sword, I missed you.
All right. So we all make our way over to the school.
Okay.
Stop by, drop the horses.
Yep. The stage,
me.
rather, the stable hand comes in, takes them, and finds them stalls. Starts brushing them down.
How does this work?
Horses?
No. I bring the horses here and they live here. How does that work?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Well, you can come and do the maintenance yourself, and it's free. Otherwise, you can rent a stall for like a few copper a day.
All right, guys. I'm
What?
How long does a plate in peace?
Wait,
get
can I
us?
have mine? Just give me my horse.
Are you cut off, Carl?
Okay. And he like
Yeah,
says,
of course
like,
I'm cut off.
Which one's yours?
Fuck.
It's that one over there, dynamite, obviously.
Oh,
Grab it
sure.
and I, like,
he
start leading it
leads
outside.
Dynamite towards you.
all right. This is last. I'll be here every day. If I can.
All right. That'll be her
Alright.
stall over there, and you see an empty one a few stalls over.
I tell her that it's she's got to go there.
I'll take horse to the
Speak of
entrance and
heaven.
be like, all right, horse, you can live free.
You just smack it on the rump and let it go.
yeah.
It runs
in the
off.
city, just
Yeah.
runs off.
It runs off through like the school grounds.
Yeah, he'll
He's
find
like,
it.
I mean, I guess it'll find the forest.
I guess I'll take care of horses as well.
I mean, you
Last.
gonna go run after it?
No, you'll get it, and then I'll start taking care.
You'll get it.
I mean, I'll get it if it comes back here.
It'll come back.
Okay. So what about the rest of you?
Can you just take them?
I mean, are you? So you don't want the horse anymore? You want to give it to the school?
Yeah. I don't have a use for a horse.
Zola, I say
let
from
him live
outside.
free. Set him the great.
Or
right
I don't know
Where?
as free as you think it is.
Loose in the city?
I don't think you even took the reins off it, actually.
Nope.
Free.
Zola, you never wanted a horse before?
When I was a kid. It's a lot of work.
Well, you
ever
got a
cleaned up
horse. You're
after
just
a
going to give it
horse?
away?
I don't want to clean its, dung every day.
You got a pretty big house. I'm sure you could have like a dung room or something.
That sounds
No.
terrible, Dad.
I don't know that you should have the horse. And
Where I'm from, they call that a hole.
But that's my horse, all right? I'll do what I want with my horse.
Wait, where are you living? Sorry. Where are you living, Dan?
You know, wherever the wind takes me, baby.
What does that
He's
mean?
homeless. He's living like the horse.
Exactly. Except,
Free.
yeah, I mean, I don't think the horse would be free if you just let it go. But I'm
I
free, baby.
City has no anti-homeless policies. homeless.
A surprisingly low.
There's a
homeless
difference. I'm
population
not homeless. Okay, my home is wherever I am.
for that policy.
Do you have to be homeless until you get the sandals? Was that part of the?
No, that's not how it works, right?
When he gets the sandals, he becomes homeless.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks, Carl.
So
okay.
Dan, your parents kicked you out of your entire realm?
So you passed
no,
the
I think
test?
it was the principal actually.
He doesn't have the right to do that. Let's go talk to him.
What? No, it's fine. It's part of the training.
It's not fine. You're living in the streets with a horse.
But it's for
Homeless
the
brothers, you
sandals.
Of my
I can't bring
choice.
you to my house. Not after
You're
what
like
you did to
10
Arthur.
years old.
I am not 10 years old. I am a
Whip around
big
Arabella.
16
You
years
can
old.
push the
Okay?
bunks
What?
together.
Yeah, wait. What did you say,
What?
Arabella?
I can't bring Daniel to my house. Not after what they did to Arthur.
Oh, I heard the opposite. I heard that you're going to bring
Yeah.
him to your house.
Absolutely not.
I mean, if you're offering,
I'm not.
I'm sure your brother would want to see me.
I'm sure he was
We
my
always hang
younger
out.
brother.
Oh, it's
What
kind
do
of like
you
a
mean?
mentorship for your brother.
Dan, why don't you get a dorm room like us?
Oh,
I'm
then
trying
you
to
could
be
have
at
the
school
horse.
as little as possible. I thought that was pretty clear.
Red,
I
are
mean, you don't have to
dorming with
stay
anyone?
there. I
It-
usually
actually,
sleep
the dorm
outside.
room
Stay
it's
at your
apart
dorm.
from the school, and they
You
give you
can
free
stay at our
food.
dorm.
Well, there you go.
Wait, say the free food part again.
Free food.
There's free food
Yeah,
at the,
it's
at
great.
the so the dorm is away from the school, so it's actually private. And then there's somebody who kind of cleans up after you, and there's free food.
Yeah, it's
Oh
just
yeah,
off
I mean, I
campus.
get food at school all the time.
So then you don't want to
So
not
you're
be
here
at
all the time
school as
anyway.
little as possible.
Well, no, but it's
Yeah.
just for a meal. I gotta
Contradicting
eat, man.
yourself a little bit there.
Well, I gotta eat.
It's true, you do have to eat.
Do you not
That
have
is
to
true.
sleep?
You don't have to
You
eat
have
at
to eat.
school.
Yeah, that's
sleep
why you
is-
wouldn't have to eat at school. You could eat at the
Okay,
the
all right.
dorm.
Well, either way, Orly already said I can chill with her. Okay.
Yeah, Carl, you mind?
At
It
the
stays with us.
dorms.
Yeah.
No, I don't mind at all. I already suggested that we push the beds together.
Ah, yeah.
Unless Zola wants me to hang out at her house. Her house is really cool.
But just
Honestly-
so everyone is clear,
Wait, can we
Carl
all
and
stay
Ori
at
live
Zola's
at the
house?
dorm anyway.
Yeah. I don't want to live in the dorm. I'm gonna stay with Ori at the dorm.
You guys just don't get it, okay? It's not my dorm.
It's art. I get it. I get it. He wants
It's
to be
different when
free,
you're
guys.
mooching,
No
okay?
freedom.
Honestly, Dan, you can stay at my
No.
house if you need to. I'd much
All
rather
right,
you there
screw the
than
dorms. Oh, can I raid your dad's closet again?
I mean, he seemed to not mind, so
Yes.
just don't raid my closet.
Finally.
What's in his closet?
Finally.
The most atomic stuff ever. Talking about real
Oh,
wide
chemises?
lapels, buddy. Real wide.
A deep V-neck, the deepest.
Yeah.
I go over to Arabella. I will be sleeping over at your house a lot more recently.
Perfectly fine. Yes.
Okay.
We're gonna hang out and have so much fun together. Oh, I can't wait.
All right, so you've left most of your horses at the stable of the school, and now you're just milling about outside the stables.
I'd start kind of leading us towards the notice board before we leave.
Okay.
Wait, before we go really quick,
Mhm.
I want to ask the stable's hand. Hey, do you need help here?
Why are you talking to his
Uh,
hand?
I mean,
Do you need help?
look, we have a full staff currently.
Shit, I need a job. All right, who do I have to kill to get a job?
Oh my god.
Nobody.
I'll bury someone today.
Look,
I need some money. I got cut off.
Maybe at the end of the
My
year,
parents-
you usually have like some people who leave at the end of the year, and there'll be some open positions then.
Okay, I'll wait and I'll watch, and
You
I'll
can't
see.
take
And
him-
maybe the end of the year will come soon for some people. Bye.
Wait, but
So he just has like a haunted look on his face. Huh?
Listen, pal. What if you take
Don't
him a
forget to
little
find the
early?
horse.
Give him some early training. That way, year comes around, he's already prepped.
I mean, I just said he couldn't work here, but he can come and help.
Plus.
Yeah, but his kind's pretty used to not working for much money anyway, so. What?
Maybe it's best that you do stay.
Poor taste there.
We just went through it.
He's not wrong.
Sister's
didn't
working
even know
real
what
hard.
money
He wants to
was.
impress
Like,
her.
don't
right?
you remember the whole
Tell them, hey,
beginning
this
of our
guy here
relationship?
is really easy to take advantage of. This one in particular.
Yeah.
Make sure you
Just don't let
don't
me
take
find
advantage of
out.
him. 'Cause it's really easy.
Just saying,
Look,
you know,
I,
he's really
I
willing,
don't
right?
plan on taking advantage of anybody. I just work here, and
Poor guy.
if he wants to learn how to take care of horses, like we can teach him.
I know how.
Then you're more than welcome to come and take care of your horse.
Yeah. Better be. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Sorry about him. He's kind of a lot.
Don't worry, Carl. Let's check the notice boards. There might be some
I don't
quests
even want to
that
be
we can,
around here anymore.
we can get. Could be a recurring quest that's on the notice board. Something like clear rats out of the sewer. That's a good one.
Mm,
I am
sounds
gonna have
tasty.
Arabella while everyone's doing their thing. Arabella's like typing up a novel to her mentor, just being like, sorry I've been gone. A lot went down. I think you'll enjoy it because I still have the No, we gave the paperwork away. But I am happy to explain. But Mr. Monty is on the case currently, and just extend that.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So you send that off. You don't get an answer just yet.
Ooh.
Left on red.
There is no notification that says if he's read it or not at the moment. It's just a blank.
We're only at Crystal, Gen 2. Okay, we haven't gotten there yet.
I need an update.
No, he just hasn't read it yet.
You can turn that shit off.
He's got your notifications muted.
He would never.
Yeah. The head of the guild always has his phone near him. Always checks it at
That's
every ring.
just Carl then.
All right. Make our way to the notice board.
Okay. So you get to the notice board and you see just this mass of students all around it, just ripping papers off and kind of running into the administration building and kind of like clamoring, I'm going to take this job. This job's mine. I did. And just like this just large clamor of sound of people just rushing the board, grabbing anything they can. And within minutes they disperse and you see just like broken off, torn pieces of paper left on the board.
Animals. I'm just
Standing there with my sword
What
out.
was that? What just happened?
Do you think we should find the biggest guy and take whatever job he took?
That
You
sounds
see
good.
someone kind of come out and be like, okay, I gotta clean the notice board again. And he starts just like taking off like the pins and the remnants of the pieces of paper.
Excuse me,
And
sir.
he looks, yeah.
What was there like a quest dump or something that just happened?
No, it's the third years. Third year, it's you have to reach a certain rank, and so they take jobs to reach that rank.
Well,
And so whenever we renew the board with different quests, they kind of just swarm and just try and get the most points out of the quests they can, and this is the result every day.
when is the board renew so that we might have a chance of grabbing some of those kind of lower level jobs?
It's usually around 6 a.m. and then on certain days, as you just saw, there's a new renewal at noon, depending on how many quests we get in that day.
Are there any quests they don't put on the board? Super secret quests?
Not to my knowledge. And your second years?
Yeah.
I don't think you'll have time for quests, to be honest.
Why?
You're on your mentorship, aren't you?
Oh, let's forget about that.
Who is your mentor, Ori?
Uh,
I
Ranger
forgot.
teacher.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
cool guy. Lets me fuck off most of the time.
Jesus. Language.
Oh, sorry.
Most of your time should be
He's-
probably
he's a
spent
filthy
handling what they've assigned you.
Yeah, we're just strapped for cash, I guess, at the moment. Just trying to make our
Oh yeah,
ends meet, gear, things like that.
that makes sense. Yeah. Well, yeah. Unfortunately,
Look at Arabella.
you'd have to beat the
No,
crowd of
don't
30
make eye
years.
contact.
Pardon, what was that?
Me?
Beat
you-
30 years.
Yeah. If you can beat the 30 years here and take the jobs before they can, well, then they're all yours. It's first come, first serve.
We're excited to share something new.
What are we excited about?
Who's excited?
What? You laugh?
You heard
Someone
that? Sorry.
behind us.
That sounded like you. What the hell was that?
No, it was
no.
I know it's like an ad or something, but
It was an ad on my phone.
it sounded like you from afar.
We're excited for the quest board to be filled back up again.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of girls behind us. Like, what the heck?
Relax.
Incredible.
They're so cool.
Well, there you go, Carl. If you want a job, you want some money, then you just have to get here early in the morning before the sun even rises. Just wait for quests.
Yeah. To be honest, we kind of just put up the quests for tomorrow. Now, we might get some new ones in, but I don't think we'll get anything for tomorrow morning. Maybe for tomorrow noon. But we had just a large demand just now, but it's not always that heavy of a quest load.
Tomorrow noon it is. All right. That'll give me time to go and feed and brush all the horses.
What is everyone supposed to be doing for their mentorships?
I got the book. I'm reading the book.
You can
I
read?
mean, I'm reading the book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not only read it.
I'm listening. I'm listening diligently.
Wasn't that right, Simon? For us, we had to put it into practice, not only read it.
Yeah, so you were asked to find a book that you can essentially learn from and then put into practice what you'd learned from the book. Because you each had as a goal for this mentorship to improve yourselves and to improve your prowess in combat, as well as your tactics in your regard and just your general battlefield know-how. So you each had kind of specific goals that your mentor, your mother Zephyr, had said, okay, for now, what you should do is research. Figure out what exactly your goal means to you. See if you can find something that you can relate to in the book and learn from it and then utilize it in your own way. Kind of make it your own.
Yeah. Exactly. That's why I got this book. It's about the guy. He's a crazy guy, but he's learning how to not be so crazy. And when he is crazy, he's focused.
Focused crazy.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan?
Right, Arabella?
Yes, that's exactly it. I remember.
What's your whole thing? You can't go home until you get a pair of shoes?
Sandals.
No,
Sandals?
the sandals are at the end of the journey after I beat the crap out of Big P. But
What?
for now, I got to talk to animals or something.
Oh.
Oh, we can do that. That sounds like
I can do
fun.
that easy.
Yeah, you were already like in the middle of teaching me that.
Just squirrel. Just a
Harder
little bit
than
of
it-
squirrel.
Harder
Yeah.
than it looks, though.
Yeah, you gotta really purse your mouth. It's a little hard.
Squirrel is so easy. They can hardly fucking say anything.
They have a lot to say.
Ugh. Same thing over and over again about their stupid acorns.
Yeah, and the best places to hide them and how to bury them and the best.
But they
like,
forget about them
things-
all the time.
Wait. Carl, you can talk to animals?
Yeah, dude. I've been talking to the horses the whole trip.
No way.
They're
Yeah.
just making weird noises.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I do that too sometimes.
Well, it's hard to distinguish, all right?
Zola, what was your
Okay.
mentorship consisting of?
Well, it sounds kind of boring compared to you guys. I just need to practice using my magic and getting a better handle on my sorcerer side.
Wow,
Wanna
you're
have a
doing
little
so good.
sorcerer duel every once in a while.
Yeah,
Like
if anyone needs
spark-
to practice while getting their studies into practice, I can help.
Well, that means that I think of all of us, the only one who's really completed the mission is Arabella, and perhaps myself.
I don't know if mine's complete, but I did try. Thank you, everybody.
Of course.
No problem.
You were a great leader,
I was leader for a day.
and it went great.
We did have a really fun cook-off.
Kept us safe.
yeah.
We were fed. It's a good time. Yeah.
Dan, you think we could train since you're staying with me?
Yeah, heck yeah.
Okay.
Want to test out some new spells?
Yeah,
Last time you trained together, you blasted him.
I know.
That's the best part.
I'd be like, how did it feel?
It felt so good. You went flying. You weren't there. I really did.
Arabella, you get a text back. And it says, "Do you know where they was shipped to?"
I know where what was shipped to?
Well, because you'd explained about the ore and how they had mined it, but there was
Oh.
none at the mines, right?
Well, then no, there was ore at the mines, wasn't there? We picked some up.
You have 3 pieces. Yeah.
Oh, it's there. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's there. Okay, but no, I'm gonna answer my no. We do not.
So then he sends back quickly this time. Still work to do then, but good job.
You see her look at her crystal, and she's just like, "Ugh, are you serious?"
Everything okay? Is it your dad?
No, I don't even want to go home right now, but I need a bath.
Why don't you come over? Me and Dad can fight. You can bathe, and then you can watch me beat his butt.
That sounds divine.
What?
Yeah. How do you know what your magic's gonna do? It looked a little different from my magic.
I think that's what I really need to get a grasp on. I don't know. Sometimes things just burst out and things happen and I turn to stone and my pockets smell bad. I don't understand it. So
You
I
don't just feel electricity coursing through your body?
Yeah, I do. It's when I release it that sometimes bad stuff happens. But it's always there.
Kind of cool.
It's like a crackling.
Well,
Kind of
you
wild.
two, you 3 have your fun. Wrap my hand around Carl and Ori. We're gonna go to the dorms, have some food.
Oh yeah. I wonder what they're making.
I am hungry.
Bacon.
Oh, just pour the grease right into my trap.
You do got me thinking. Maybe I do need to work on this internship a little bit more. Yeah. If everyone's gonna approve, I'm not gonna be left behind.
Can't have that now, can we?
That's the spirit.
The food.
What?
Okay, wait.
All right. So you 3 head towards the dorm and towards food.
Start walking towards the dumpster. We're like, oh wait, yeah.
And
Yeah.
Ren would slowly guide you away.
He's like echo, like "Good God!" to, like attract you guys.
Excellent.
So-
Okay, the horses are away, so we're just going to eat. Perfect.
One day we'll meet Horse again, and he'll be a lot stronger.
If that freaking bellhop didn't go get that goddamn horse, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna take his job.
So you make your way to the dorm, and there's Bess, your dorm matron, little gnome woman, hunched over, and you see that she's just kind of grabbing some mail and heading inside. She kind of stops and like looks around. And is like, "Oh, it's been quite a while.
What
See
are you?
returned."
That's Bess.
I know this person.
Yes, she's cool. So, like, you have to be nice to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you.
There we go.
I assume you'll be here for lunch.
Oh
Just
yeah,
about to start.
beautiful ribs.
Oh well, I was gonna save ribs for supper, but there'll be other things for lunch.
You could have ribs for lunch and supper.
It's true.
Not with the amount that you guys eat.
Good point.
And so she kind of totters inside, and you see her head towards the kitchens. A little while later, you hear just clanging of pots and pans as she starts cooking.
Right. I'm gonna meet
Eventually,
up with you in just a minute. And I think like Ren's gonna like trudge to his dorm and like deposit his sack and like take off his armor and like we're having a rest day.
all right. So as you all unload with all your travel wares, the smell of cooked meats and other baked goods waft up from the kitchen, announcing that the lunch has been served.
Oh. Oh shit.
It smells so good.
Fuck.
Yeah, and Carl, all the people I've watched, they don't eat ribs properly. When they throw out the bones, we could just go back and get them, and we have double lunch.
Music to my ears, Ori.
Oh yeah.
So you head your way into the mess hall, find just plates of cooked roast as well as potatoes and baked bread,
I take 3
And-
plates.
a bunch of cooked vegetables, and you all serve yourselves, sit down, and enjoy a nice hearty meal.
Oh yeah. I match
Once
Carl
once I'm
3
at my
plates.
first plate, once I'm at my last plate, I should say, I'm stand up and I go and stand over somebody else who's still eating, and I just watch them eat while I finish my last plate.
Oh man, Ren, he's gonna ask for a bite.
So
That's easy. Got every right you do.
I just look at him. I go, "Give me that."
and he turns like, "No, this is my food. Go away. There's so much
I'm
more
joking.
on the table."
I'm joking.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I
okay.
hate when he does this bit.
Ren, because Ren figured out that he can use an action essentially for free to change Hockey's shape. I think as we get into the this lunch area, he changes Hockey into like a toad. So he just has like a toad on his shoulder instead of Hockey. He's like, "Whoa, come on, Hockey, now you can eat easily." And he's like, "Shrunk," like eating food and stuff.
Isn't it like
Hockey
a
needs to eat.
spiritual like
I
a
don't think Hockey needs to eat.
apparition?
You know what? I don't think he needs to eat either.
But he
I'm
will.
sure the ring itself makes like a spiritual being come into
He's slightly
existence.
translucent and obviously magical.
Yeah.
He don't need to eat, but he will if you want him to.
Well, Falls behind him.
Yeah, essentially feed hockey stuff, and it just, I guess he just takes
He just
it.
immediately poops it out in full form. Like it's perfect.
You know I'm eating those.
If you smell it, it smells like poo.
How?
Bird poo, toad poo.
Earthy.
Frog,
Swampy.
technically, at this point. Or toad.
Toad, yeah.
All right. So as you continue your lunch,
As long as Michigan Jays, because I know where his mouth has been.
that you do, it's your.
I'm really happy that the girls are just not anywhere near this right now.
I'm
Yeah.
there.
So am I.
Hey, Ori, but you're so nature's like talking about bones and poop never phased you.
There's nothing wrong with bones and poop.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. In fact, there's a lot of it. Both
That there is.
bones and poops.
And so as you're enjoying your midday repast, we'll transition over to Zola, Arabella, and Dan, who will like come back in time a little bit, and as Ren, Carl, and Ori kind of split off, now kind of spotlight onto you guys and see what you guys do.
Can we get a lift to my house, Arabella? Is that possible?
You
yeah, as
allowed?
long
as Aaron is I'm allowed, of course. He's never gonna say no to me unless he's busy with my parents. So just cross your fingers and hope for the best. I'll text Aaron and see if
Arabella,
he's
you
available.
remember that Aaron had been indisposed because he had taken your parents out of the city.
Yeah, that was a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
So you can text him?
Yeah.
So Aaron usually responds immediately. You wait 5 minutes, and there's an answer. It says, I'm in the middle of transporting your father. I will be 5 minutes, and then I'll head your way.
She'll just be like, okay, thank you. We'll see you in a little bit. Take your time. And then she'll just look at it. He's going to be a little bit because he's transporting my father, but that's perfect. That means he won't be anywhere near me. So we can just hang out here. And Dan, why can't you go home?
It's part of the training.
How was that part of training?
Yeah, explain.
Beats me.
I think your parents are wonderful. Wonderful. Just,
They're not
You know.
worried where you are or where you'll be. When
Nah,
you sleep.
they don't usually ask any questions.
Huh.
Honestly, I prefer it that way.
None of us took down his parents' number or anything like that, right? When we,
I'm not
I
that I
don't
remember.
recall.
You just drank tea with my dad.
We did drink tea, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, better off in my house. I can keep an eye on you. Don't want to find you in a dumpster in the morning.
No, please. Only with Carl.
Yeah,
There are worse places.
Got a point.
you're not here, Carl.
It's like he's always with us.
My spirit says that in your mind's eye.
Yeah, it really does.
Sir.
So,
I
5 minutes
will
pass.
wait. Yeah.
as you guys head to the city gate, or rather the school gates, and Aaron arrives. He looks to you and says, Arabella, and he kind of whispers, I'm sorry, as he opens the door, and you see your father kind of sitting in the carriage as he looks
Are
up.
you kidding me?
Arabella.
All color drains from her face. Not that she had much color to begin with.
Hey.
Fair.
So she she's pale. She like gives Aaron a very itty bitty teeny weeny baby death glare, and clears her throat.
He look like it has like guilt like written across his face. His face is just fallen.
So happy Carl's not there.
She's just gonna I'm gonna step right in. Good afternoon, Father. How are you today? I thought you were busy.
I had an appointment. I'd finished, and Aaron was on his way dropping me at home. But when he told me that he was going to pick you up, I decided I'd come with.
Didn't have to do that. Your time is money, after all. I'm happy to wait. I'm simply doing school things.
Nonsense. Where are you headed? We're taking your friends as well.
And
I believe
children.
Zola and Daniel.
Hello.
Comic Dan.
Right.
So Arabella's just like, yeah. And yes, we have to. I was gonna drop them off at the Monty's residence, and we are going to do some training there because we're practicing and working toward our mentorships individually, but together.
His eye, like you see, his eyes kind of like perk at the name Monty, and he looks to Zola and says, "Monty."
Hmm? Yes, sir.
Relation to Howard and
Yes.
Zenith.
Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Those are my
Very
parents.
nice to meet you, Zola.
It's nice to meet you. How do you know my parents? Have you heard of their stories?
They're on the council.
All right.
Of
You're-
course, I know the council. I
You're
need to
very
deal with
nice.
them quite often when I have to do some certain foreign trade contracts.
Oh.
Nothing's accepted without their approval.
That's you sound like you do important work.
All right, is the carriage moving? Are we on our way yet?
Have you guys walked into the carriage?
Arabella's been like the moment she entered the carriage. Okay, everyone else? Yes? No? Maybe? Aaron,
I mean,
it's
I'd
time that we
probably-
depart. Thank you, please.
And the carriage starts moving. He says, "Look, it's only important to those that need the wares that I sell.
Yeah.
And I'm glad to provide them with it. But that's not neither here nor there. Don't want to talk about my boring work. Tell me, what have you been up to? You've been gone for a while."
Just look right at Arabella.
Well, as I said, we have been doing things to progress toward the directions of our mentors. You know, my mentor exclusively told me that I needed to investigate something in the wilderness, and because my friends are so kind, they accompanied me, and we were able to retrieve the information and scouting that we were supposed to do, and we've just recently returned. So I can tell you honestly that we've done a great job.
So I hear. Elias Darvonen.
Don't you know everything?
Money talks.
Money walk.
I'm glad that you succeeded in your endeavor. And you can learn quite a lot from Elias.
Is rigid, like the most perfect posture in the most. Oh wait, no, President made us look good, so we look good right now. But
Did you not just do yourself?
No, I think you only did yourself.
I said she cast it 44 times.
Right, but it's like small spots, right?
Yeah, but that's what the whole 44 is, the whole body.
That's it, exactly. So herself. But I was wondering if she did
I was
everyone
thinking
else
it was
too.
like 10 per person ish, at least.
Oh, okay. Then if that was your intention, then yes, everyone who wanted to be clean can be clean. No problem.
Oh, that does track for Arabella, just to be like, let me handle me though.
You got to do it 44 times. I think that's acceptable, honestly.
All right, so everyone's clean, but he looks to the others and says, "Well, I must thank you for taking such good care of my daughter. She seems quite taken with all of you."
Hey, anytime, Big V.
Yeah. She's quite special to us. To me, to us.
That she is. And tell me, Atomic Dan, how did you come by this name?
Well, it's my name. What kind of question is that?
Well, what makes you atomic?
Oh, no.
It does. Finally, someone who understands.
I think he asked you a question.
Yeah.
What makes you atomic?
Well, being atomic is who I am, baby. Quickly give a glance over, like sort of catch myself. Look at Arabella.
You should see him when he's in combat, Father. It is, and she's like really fighting herself because she knows she should not be saying this. She's quite atomic.
Yeah, atomic's atomic. Nudge Zola.
Yeah. What he said.
Sounds like you are quite accomplished.
Thank you.
He shoots sun rays from his fists. It's impressive.
Sun rays. Now that is impressive.
Yeah. I don't keep a list of my accomplishments, you know. Kind of just a free roamer sort of guy.
And you're
It's the
barefoot,
atomic
right?
way.
Like you're barefoot in the carriage right
barefoot, now?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that's fine.
So we've been traveling for weeks.
It probably smells so rank right now.
Quick question: what happened to your horse?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Did you carry it with you?
Yeah, you still have your horse?
Well, no, I thought they all went inside the stables.
You said you took it to the door.
Yeah, you said you took it out. Yes, you don't keep your horse.
Yeah, I took it to the door, but then you said all the horses were put inside the thing.
Oh yeah, if you want to give it to the school, yeah.
He
Yeah,
said,
I thought the guy just took the horse. I don't have my horse with me.
Okay, so the horse is at the stable.
In the fucking
Or it's just in the yard. It's just it's grazing
Just kinda
in the
waiting.
grass. Oh, that guy's gonna lose.
It could have chased the carriage. It could be following the carriage.
I was asking. But
is that strong?
All right. So you shoot sunlight out of your fists. What about you, Miss Monty?
Me? I dabble into.
Hold on. Do I have message? I don't have message. Fuck! Of all times in my life, not have message.
You have a freaking little
crystal?
pocket.
A what?
You know, a little like in your lap.
So rude.
Just looking down, like sending a message.
Right
I'm gonna
across.
text you right now.
Well, he's like looking at
You're
Dan,
just
talking
texting,
about
and then you
stun
put your
beans.
phone down, then ding, and
Yeah, my phone lights up.
Looks really confused.
That is something that would happen, though.
I dabble in witchcraft, but also study sorcery.
Oh, 2 different schools of magic. That's impressive.
Well, I guess one of them I wanted, and the other I didn't, and now I'm kind of trying to handle both. But I have a good control. There's no worries. I like instantly go and like, even though it's probably not showing, like the crack that I know is in the necklace that's on me. I just like go and hold it instinctively.
And immediately Arabella's like, she's being entirely modest. She is quite powerful and knows exactly what she's doing at all times.
For one so young, that's quite a mastery of your
Most times.
magic.
I just try. I have a lot to live up to, you know.
That's true. Having two prestigious magic users as parents can be quite a burden to bear.
Yeah. But I have Arabella, and she's the best bard in our class. She keeps our group together, and she always makes sure that we're safe.
Nope,
And
nope.
she's never in harm's way unnecessarily.
Is that right, Arabella? Like turns his gaze to you.
I just do what I can to ensure that we all are successful in the end. And I'm happy to encourage others to do their best from a safe distance.
All right.
Wearing a Beyblade dress right now. No problem.
Do you advertise that fact, or
No, I just
Okay.
me, the player, is just like,
it's true?
suspicious.
I mean, when you're not actually using it in its Beyblade form, it does look like a dress. So
That's a relief.
Let's go.
as well. It's
Yeah, so,
difficult to be someone that leads a group. But you're a Vasily, and that's to be expected. Well done.
Like, you know, the milady head tilt, but like not milady, it's my father. My father. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about? It's like the fedora, and he does like the little like it's like a head nod, like thanks. Yeah, thank you. Okay, cool.
Little flourish because Arabella.
100%.
Yeah. No.
Says, well, I guess I'll have to check in with Elias to see how your mentorship's going.
I can update you when I get back to the house. That's fine.
Are we almost there? Where are we?
And
Like
at
it's
this
taking you
point,
quite some
it's kind of
time.
it's kind of like pulling up to your residence,
Are we there yet?
and you hear there's like a knock on the roof, and he looks up and says, "Seems we have arrived." Well, it's been a pleasure. I'll see you around at some point, I believe. Arabelle, you'll have him over.
Of course. Whenever you are available, and I will have them over for dinner. It was such a surprise, a welcome surprise to see you. And thank you for making the time. And she's literally like pushing them out of the carriage right now. Please.
All right, see ya.
Arabella,
Shake myself off when I get
Yes?
out of the carriage.
your mother would like to see you when you have a chance.
I will be home later.
Thank you. All right, Aaron. Home, please. And Aaron kind of glances at you guiltily and kind of like mouths sorry. And the door closes. He gets up back up and he drives the carriage away.
Oh my god.
Why did you do that to me?
Who are you yelling at?
I'm waiting for the carriage to go, and then she just screams. That's why. That's me. That's necessary.
You startle a couple, like someone that's like passing by. Just,
They're
Birds
fine. Everyone's
flying.
fine.
You good?
No, that was terrifying. I didn't enjoy that. I don't want to go home later.
Yeah, I can't believe you live with that.
Your dad's intense. He barely moved the whole ride. Like, Like the carriage was moving and he was just
Just like
completely still.
proper just there. And
He didn't even flinch when he said atomic.
You had your toes out the whole time, Dan.
I
I don't see how that's relevant, but okay.
Okay, well, it means I have a couple hours of freedom before I need to text Aaron to bring me home. So
Beth.
Yeah, I need to speak to your mother. And
so as you say that, the door opens, and Zenith's head like peeks out. This is Arabella. Is that
good
you?
afternoon, Mrs. Monty. Yeah.
I thought I
Disregard
heard
what
a
you just.
familiar voice.
Yeah, don't worry. I just want you to know my father might be trying to contact you soon, and it was definitely not intentional, and I apologize.
Oh, don't worry. We have some dealings with him already.
I go use the bathroom, the washroom.
Yes, please come in.
And Arabella is just like a beeline straight, and she's just going. I'll see you guys in a bit, and then yeah, she needs to go have a panic attack in the bathroom.
She leads you all in.
Dan, you actually handled that pretty well. Thanks. You took like the pressure off of her, I think, for a little bit.
There's something about him.
Can't shake it.
Right?
It's
It's like stuck to me.
Every answer he asked, he knew. And every question he asked, he already knew the answer. It was really scary.
Oh. Was that what was happening? So you're trying to tell me he knows I'm atomic?
Well, how did he? You didn't introduce yourself as Atomic Dan, did you? He just said you're Daniel, right? And he said,
No,
you said
I guess
yeah.
you're right.
No, he said Atomic Dan.
You're not.
Keep hearing him, man.
Where is he?
No,
Look, let's just
We
let's
left
just forget
the
about it,
goddamn
right?
crystal.
The phone line's been open the whole time.
I don't have my crystal.
Yeah, it's rank.
There's no way for me to
Rank?
contact
Who are you talking to?
He's just like with the others,
I was
like in
trying
the
to call
dorm room,
Carl.
talking to himself.
Shit.
Yeah, whatever it was,
you
I
never
don't
wrong,
want to
but-
be in the same small space with that guy ever again.
I agree. Hey, let's go blow off some steam.
So what
Pew, pew.
exactly happened? Your father kind of just told me that he got a kind of SOS from you and you need to get picked up.
It's kind of a long story. Do you want to hear it now?
Oh, what were you guys up to? Are you staying for a while?
Would
Dan?
it be all right? Yeah, you like touch me. If I stayed for a few nights, I'm just gonna like grab her hand.
She kind of like just accepts the hand, like I suppose.
Please.
Yeah. Is everything all right?
Oh yeah, everything's fine.
Your parents are aware? We don't want to worry them.
Probably. Oh yeah, you don't have to worry.
All right then. Yeah, of course. You're more than welcome.
Thanks, Mom.
Thank you. Inch back
So
closer to
just
you.
show him to one of the guest rooms.
Yeah, sure.
I know my way around.
I'll wait for Dad. He needs a little bit of extra clothing, but Dad said it was fine last time, but I'll still wait for him just in case.
Well, yeah, sure we can find something.
Perfect.
Does he really only have one set of clothes?
It doesn't even include shoes.
Daniel, did you not have shoes?
Oh no way.
Is
Not happening.
that so? It sounds like it's on purpose, though.
Oh yeah. It's just the way it's
Okay.
I want to clean the floors a little more often than usual.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
like full on
Well, it takes, like,
footprint.
no, her ability.
Black footprint.
Yeah, it's actually terrible. I burn it off every now and then by like shooting key blasts from the bottom of my feet.
Oh my.
All right.
The welts at the bottom of your
Disgusting.
Well, then I'll wait to hear the story later, I suppose. Whenever you have time.
Sure. Dan, the guest room is this way.
Lead the way.
I'll lead him astray.
We'll transition over to the others for a little while. Ori, Carl, and Ren, are you guys still in the mess hall? Or have you finished and kind of gone to your rooms? What was your plan for
I mean, eventually I'm going to take the food from that guy's plate.
Oh, like seeing you like kind of hovering over his shoulder, he starts like just like shoveling it in.
Yeah, I'm
And,
going to
like,
just like reach one hand.
Gets like it's
slowly.
like chipmunk teeth, cheeks with his plate like empty, and he like gets up and like turns and walks away.
Hand out, I turn to somebody else at the table. And I start to reach.
You hear just a collective chair like backing up. People take their plates and just walk out.
I throw my plate on the floor.
I think before
Then I go and sit down next to Ren.
The plate just like bounces off the floor and just like clatters. Bess, you hear like Bess from the kitchen. Pick that up.
I do. Ori said I had to be nice to her. I couldn't be rude.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna collect all the freaking rib bones I can, shove them
She
into
said
a
there's no
sack.
ribs for lunch.
Oh, what was it? It was roast.
It was roast.
I thought you said for both. Sorry.
No,
I was
there's
just
not
thinking
enough
about
for
ribs.
both because of the
You
amount
said
that
for
guys all
both.
eat.
If
I
there's
sit there
any,
grumpy next to Ren.
if there's
You
any
see that?
bones from lunch, I'll...
Nobody would give me their food.
There's plenty more food where that came from. I think you can get another plate if you wish.
I didn't want my own food. I wanted someone else's.
Red just pushes his plate over to you.
No, your food doesn't count.
I just like throw it on the floor.
Shit!
And then I go and start picking it up.
Might as well eat it now.
I do. You're right. Only after scooping a little bit up into a napkin, and then I just eat the napkin too.
Alright.
Yep. Ah, I feel nice and full. So what's everyone's day?
I guess somebody's gonna have to read me more of this book.
I'll read you before bed.
All right.
Yeah.
You look over at Ren. I think Ren is like finishes his food, like puts his fork and knife down, and just goes like, "I actually have to go see our mentor, Commander Zephyr. I think I applied what I read in the book. Mine was about distractions, supplies, and essentially a siege of tunnels. And, well, I have a lot of reflection to do, but everything that we did kind of happened in the book as well. And it's making me realize that, well, there's a lot more to learn if we're going to assault more locations and, free more kobolds and find more of these operations."
Hmm.
What?
Yeah. Do you have more family out there, Carl? Needs help?
Huh?
Well, the people who ran the operation said they had more. There was more of them. We can't just
Yeah.
leave it like that.
How many do you think there are out there?
What?
Well, the crystals are kind of rare. So,
Hmm.
can't be that many.
Maybe my parents are still alive.
In another mine.
Could
Or
very well
maybe-
be.
Or maybe they're just dead.
I think
Even
that's
if
a
they are-
noble cause.
We could save some other kobolds' parents. So, I think it's worth it. I think the both of you should think about how to incorporate your mentorships into this new kind of task.
Maybe we just go and kill my parents. The other parents, the bad ones.
I can't condone murder.
What if they duel us?
You and the frickin' bellhop.
I guess if you duel them to the death. I mean, don't forget, these are very powerful people. They probably have incredibly powerful magical artifacts and items.
Yeah, we could even
as well
fight his
as-
door.
I don't know, Ori. And I don't think that we could take them on. I think this is like in the book. If you cut the supply lines, then they'll starve. So if we get the mines away from them, then their money empire, their slave labor empires will crumble.
Sounds
And
like it's
they'll-
gonna
they
take
won't
so
have a leg to stand
long.
on.
And maybe if we do this, we'll get extra credit and have to get out of this school faster.
I like the school. They give me all this food and I get to torment people slightly. It's fun. And I
We're learning a
learn.
lot.
And I make friends. I don't ever want to leave.
I mean, Carl, sounds like you want to be a teacher.
What? No.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Maybe
sound
the
like that,
janitor.
Carl. But janitors don't get to smash things. They got to clean them up.
Well, I'm pretty good at that too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
and
that's something
the
to think
janitor man
about.
here always sings that song because there's something to clean up. I don't remember.
Yeah. It's a good song. Catchy. But I know what you mean. Yeah. Go do what you got to do, Ren.
So
I haven't gotten there yet, so you can tell her I'm working on it.
as you say that, there's a hawk that kind of lands at the window and kind of pecks at the glass.
I think that bird wants to have a conversation with us.
Hockey.
Yeah.
Hawk. Yeah, go open the window.
So you see there is a little message like kind of tied to its leg.
As usual, I take the message. Does the hawk leave right away, or does it look like it's waiting for a
stays.
reply? Okay.
So as you unroll the little piece of parchment, it's a short message, and you recognize it to be from Zephyr, and just says, "Welcome back.
Think of your mom.
We need to talk. At your earliest convenience, please pass by the barracks."
What does that mean?
Ren, what does it
Wait,
say?
do you say it out loud? Yeah.
No, I didn't say it out loud. So I read it, and then I write back quickly, right now, period, and then I give it back to the hawk.
It takes it and takes off, heads towards the barracks.
All right.
What is that?
Well, that was the commander. So I've been summoned, and I'll be. Seems me and the commander are on the same page.
Just
Aha!
you. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want to see me.
It didn't mention you in the note, so maybe she knows that you have to keep working on your book.
Maybe
You
she knows
want
you can't
moral
read,
support?
Carl.
Well, yeah, there's that too. Maybe she doesn't know I can't read. Does she know?
She for sure knows.
I'll ask her.
No, wait, don't wait. Actually, yeah, ask her.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
The
You're a
commander
good
is
friend,
a
Ren.
masterful tactician. So if it turns out that a book is not actually the best way to teach you something, then it's possible that you could have a different sort of task that will better match your skills.
What?
You're saying you either have to smash things or learn to read, Carl.
Okay, I'm trying. Just tell her I'm trying, and tell her thank you.
Absolutely. and Ori, I'll see you soon. If maybe you can help Carl get him, you know, all crazied up, and then get him to calm down.
I can do that.
Right. Good luck, Carl.
Thanks, Red.
What a great leader.
What?
You know, he's going to meet the commander. He's been teaching us little things, talking about tactics.
I don't understand anything he says.
It's kind of
I know
hard to
it comes from the
understand the
heart,
things he
though.
says. But, like, you know what? Sometimes we got to think outside the dumpster, Carl.
Like in the sewers and the pits.
Yeah, like in the sewers.
See Red just grab a sausage as he leaves.
So we'll follow Ren towards the barracks.
Yeah, I'm going to. I don't bring my armor.
Okay.
So just my weapon, kind of like strapped to my back. And I guess the jackalope's on my feet, but essentially like kind of light for the usual Red.
Mm-hmm. So you remember the way you get there, and you're recognized. They let you in. You head up to her office. The door's closed. You hear some kind of muffled conversation on the other side of the door.
Yeah, I super don't try and listen. I think that if I hear any sounds, I'm like, oh, I'll probably back up a few steps.
After a few moments, it dies away, and the door opens. You see Miali there, your mother's right hand, and she sees you and says, come in.
Yes, ma'am.
So you see Zephyr's kind of standing up behind her desk, kind of leaning over the desk, her hands splayed out, looking over a map. She looks up to see you and says, Ren, it's good to see you.
Likewise. I look at Mihaly, give her a nod.
She nods back. So, you'll be gone over a little while. Any news?
A lot has happened. I don't suppose you've been filled in by the Monties?
I've heard bits and pieces. There's no official report just yet. But it sounds like you went to a mine and, well, got into a scuffle.
Hi, ma'am. This will be my official report. Stand at attention a little bit. And I think that Ren will give like a recounting of like arriving at the place, creating two teams, one to kind of investigate, one that was going to kind of like follow after Carl, who kind of like wanted to go down into the mine. And then that we found the crystal ore in the office, and that it seemed to be some sort of like one of many operations, so it was kind of like poorly run, and that by the time we got me and Arabella got down into the mine, after we heard like a distress call from our comrades, that the leader left, which is strange. They just kind of abandoned the mine, which I think Ren surmises is probably because the mine was used up. It was like of no use anymore. And that the kobolds were, brought back to the city, and the Monties were alerted of this.
So just because of Ren's kind of attention to detail, I'm going to give you this. Before they left, you heard them say, "It's not here. It's a waste of time."
Okay. Incredible. So then I'll add that potentially they were looking for something and it wasn't there. But I think like Ren would say that, and then probably after say, and yeah, there wasn't much minerals left. We didn't really see any down in the depths. So
Zephyr kind of takes this all in, stops you at one point just to ask where the mine was. If you can give like an approximate location. And so she notes it down. And then once you continue the story, she says, well, it sounds like you learnt quite a bit.
yes, I think quite a few things actually from the book that you asked me to fetch, the Siege of Broken Wheels. There was a few things that came back: supplies, distractions, tunnels. It was very helpful.
Well, speaking of that book, I need something checked out in Bordale.
In Bordale?
Well, the modern day Bordale. It's now known as Bordale. The name's changed over the years. But a few days ago, we heard rumors. Well, we got the rumors just recently, but a few days ago, the horizon's sky westward was awash in red during the day. There wasn't sunset, nor sunrise. It's unusual. And paired with, don't know if you've been able to speak to any of them, the Monties in particular, but the magic users of this city seem off. They're not happy with something.
Sorry, out of character, would Ren have felt anything since he can use magic now?
No. You don't remember feeling anything in the past few days.
Okay. Wow.
So she says, something tells me there's... I don't have any confirmation, no guarantee, but they're connected. Don't know how. I don't know why. But I need more information. So, I want you to go with me, Ali. Investigate Bordale. See what you can learn. And report back.
Yeah, my eyes kind of widen at the thought of like going with Zephyr's right-hand woman. When would this mission start?
I'll give you time to say your goodbyes. You'll be gone for a while. But I think you'll learn a lot from me, Ali. It'll be a useful experience. But say your goodbyes, gather your gear. Tomorrow, you set off.
All right.
And tell Carl next time you see him that he's doing well. The little I've heard of your scuffle, he stood up for what he believed in, and that's something important. But look, tell him to come by. It's best I tell him this in person.
That makes sense. Mahalia is still here, right?
Yeah, she hasn't left.
Yeah. So I just look over at Mahalia and I say, do you mind if I have a moment with the commander alone?
Certainly. We'll be going quietly in this mission. not sure if you're used to these kinds of missions, but if you're not, you will be at the end. I'll see you tomorrow morning. And she walks out.
I think like Red thinks about it and changes the dial of hockey back to the owl, the night owl. And then I turn to Zephyr, and I think the first thing I say is, Carl, this is a bit sensitive, but Carl can't actually read.
She nods. She wasn't aware. You can kind of glean, but she nods. You can see her thinking. All right. So books, not the best approach. Noted.
That's what it seems. I thought I'd run the idea by you, since he's my comrade in arms, and I think that Carl really has a good heart. But to learn things and put that knowledge in his head, he needs some knocks, not some words.
I'm sure we'll come to an arrangement that'll work.
I think Ren breaks the kind of like posture for a second, and he looks up at Zephyr and just says, "I'll do you prayer."
And she kind of softens as well and says, "Never a doubt in my mind."
And he's gonna reach out and just kind of like grab her hand and give it a little squeeze, then smile, and then kind of like just give a little salute, and wait to be dismissed.
So as you kind of grab her hand that's on the table, she kind of turns it up a little bit and gives a little squeeze back, nods to you and says, "Good luck. Be careful."
Yes, Commander.
I'll see you later.
I depart.
And so you leave the barracks, I assume. Where are you heading first?
I feel like it's mid-afternoon probably now. Late afternoon.
Yeah.
So I think, is there like public transportation that I could take? Because
there are like taxis and stuff like that you can easily grab a ride on.
Yeah, so Ren is gonna grab a taxi for like the first time here. He's gonna like use money, and I think in his mind he's like, this is part of the mission. Essentially, is like, I have to save on time now because I want to go get ready. And he's going to take the taxi over to the Monty's house.
Okay. So you take the taxi, and he looks up and down and says, "You wouldn't happen to be a student, would you?
Yes, I am.
Have your ID?"
Pat around. Would I have an ID?
Yeah, you were given an ID the first day of school.
Is it in my notes?
You went, you took pictures and everything.
It was a big deal.
Yeah. You should have it on you. Being Ren, you would have.
Yeah, Ren would have identification.
Yeah.
And he also has his Silent Rain, like sigil. Okay.
I kept losing mine, so in first year they tattooed it under my armpit.
Oh God. I'll write it in my notes. I also apparently, just so we know as a group, I have half of Arabella's butler's number.
I do recall that.
Yeah, because you're trying to catch his
give me
the
them
number to
beats,
call
boy. Give me them
Aaron
beats.
with.
I want to prank call this guy.
Incredible. Students
Is your refrigerator running?
So just you got a discounted rate because you showed the ID. That's all it was. So you get to the Monty residence. but we will go to the Monty residence itself. And Arabella, you went to the bathroom, took a bath, and did what you needed to do, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you're leaving, you pass by the main room to go and try and find Zola and Dan, and you hear Zenith and her friend Umara, the other woman who's on the council, kind of speaking in hushed tones. Don't quite hear what they're saying, but you can pick up a sort of urgency to what what they're discussing. And then Zola, you and Dan kind of descend from the stairs after having just shown him the guest bedroom, and you see Arabella kind of just wondering where to go next to try and find you.
Hey, you've been here enough before. You know where my room is.
I didn't know if you were outside. I guess she'll like glance toward wherever Mrs. Monty was, and yeah, sorry, I just I didn't know if you were outside or not, so I was just trying to yeah, and she'll just like go over to Zola. You're not training yet?
I'm trying to decide if I should shower and then train, or well, I guess train and then shower makes the most sense. But it's been so long that I'm just like craving to get in there and get this off me.
That's why I got in there first, and she flipped her hair.
Dan, are you itching to fight, to train?
Kind of, but you do your thing.
Okay, I'll be quick. You okay here, honey?
Yeah.
Okay.
How far is Zola's bedroom from wherever they're all talking?
A flight up and a bit further inside the house, rather than because the family room, for lack of a better term, is a bit closer to the entrance of the place, and the rooms are all on the second floor, further in.
Okay. So yeah, when Zola goes to do her thing, Arabella's just gonna be like, "Yeah, no, they're talking about something downstairs, and I want to know what. Have you heard anything? What have you been doing? Why are you? Is Daniel in Zola's room?
I think he was just following you guys, probably.
I thought we went to the guest room.
Initially you did, but then now it seems like you went to
maybe.
Zola's room. Question mark? Maybe?
I don't know. Zola just said, "You know where my room is."
No, that is true. I mean, everything looks the same around here, honestly.
Anyway, I want to hear things. So what can I do? Not
What can
much.
you
I
do?
don't-
Cast blindness, deafness.
I'm casting shatter on the floor so I can make a hole. No.
I mean, that could probably work.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm
I
being
know.
clear, I'm not doing that.
You're not doing it.
Okay. No, she's just like, okay, what were you up to? Well, I was, and then she's like gonna leave the door open, and she's gonna try and like listen into the downstairs as best as she can while also talking to Daniel.
It is near, like, inaudible
Impossible,
from
yeah.
where you are. Yeah.
Hmm.
Like it was low when you were passing the entrance of the family room, but like upstairs and in the room, there's no chance.
Well, we were about to go train. I guess now we're just, I don't know, I'm kind of hungry. How about you?
I probably go for something to eat. And while I have you here, I'm sorry about my father. That's not something I want to ever have to deal with. Having you guys deal with him. I've had a lifetime.
Yeah, he's quite the guy. And I don't say that very often.
That's a statement.
Yeah. I also don't really mean it in a good way. I just want to be clear.
I didn't think you did.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. He's scary. Way scarier than my mom. Damn.
Your mom, she was awesome.
No, she tries to be awesome, okay?
Sure.
So food?
Food. Let's go.
Yeah.
Just two loud teenagers ready to eat.
So you head down to the kitchen.
Yes.
There's nothing's currently prepared, but I'm sure Zola can show you where the foodstuffs are in her fridge and in her pantry.
I have to shower though, unless she's taking it out
I
quickly.
scurried off quickly.
Okay. So the kitchen is yours. Do you start raiding pantries?
Yeah, I mean, Arabella's been here frequently enough to know, and as long as I don't think Mrs. Monty would have an issue, so she's just gonna be like, "What are you in the mood for, Dan?" and just kind of like be in the house.
Yeah, I'm sort of like peeking. I'm going around. Let's see. Honestly, I don't want to fill up too much if I'm going to be doing a little bob and weave. You think bread would get all messed up if I get electrocuted?
I don't know, but Mrs. Monty does make really good bread, and it's just gonna like, I don't know, go to wherever the bread is stored, and I don't know, make him like a quick little sandwich or something. I don't know.
Whoa! You don't have to make it.
Actually, I don't know if Arabella would know how to do that. That's rescind.
No, I
it's a
just like break
sandwich,
off
but-
some pieces of bread and I just start eating the bread.
Okay.
And I'll hand you a piece too.
Well, thank you. And she'll quickly munch on that.
Yeah, so there's a loaf that was made in the morning that's kind of sitting in a bread box.
Very nice. Fresh, homemade.
Fresh bread.
You guys
Fresh bread.
act like you're so better than Carl. Can't even make a sandwich. The two of you.
So, are you even going to plan about what's going to happen? Because she's just going to blast you again.
No. She's going to try and blast me. But she's going to miss this time.
Why do you think that?
I'm getting faster. I'm getting faster. But you know what? Actually, it wouldn't be too bad if she did hit me because that means she's getting stronger. So it's a win-win either way.
I agree with you. It's a win-win either way.
You want to train with us?
I will gladly support you from the safety of not the battlefield.
Well, I mean, you don't have to be blasted, but you could be the one doing the blasting.
You've seen the spells that I know, and there's not a lot of blasting. I just kind of yell things at different people at different times, depending.
Yeah, it's like mind blasting.
Sure.
Because I'm thinking, if you try and get me with those types of spells, that kind of magic, I might be able to build up some kind of resistance to that too.
So immediately she's going to cast a vicious mockery and be like, your feet smell worse than Carl's dumpster.
Oh.
It's a wisdom saving throw, I believe.
Yeah, let me just double check it. Because it's been a while since I've had to cast it. Yeah, it was 14.
14. Okay, here we go.
Dan's got good wisdom, huh?
I go, no! I failed. Grab my foot. Oh God, it's terrible.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And we were in the carriage for so long. It's small in there.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I like push, like wherever we're standing or sitting, I like push myself like halfway across the room.
Immediately start casting precedent, and then
No, don't get anywhere near them. I like push you away.
Just let me fix this. This is what you asked for.
I'll take a towel and like wrap them around my feet.
So you take the hand towels, the hand cloths that are in the kitchen, and wrap it around your feet.
The schmatas, the pennies.
All the schmata.
No, like literally, like hand towels that you like wrap around, like to just wash your hands or dry your hands from the sink.
Just cover them. Like, stay away, please.
Then Zenith and Umara kind of walk into the kitchen. Is everything all right?
No, don't come in here, please.
Dan, do you need shoes? We can find you shoes instead of those towels.
I'll be fine. I'm just waiting for Zola to finish.
Zola, how long are you gonna take?
As quick as magically possible.
Well, I mean, so you can come back down whenever.
Run down the stairs. Did you guys break anything?
So you just see
No.
them in the kitchen with your mom and Umara. Dan has towels wrapped around his feet.
I stand up.
Not gonna ask.
I'm sorry for my feet. And I go upstairs. Or wherever it is. I don't know if it's upstairs or not. But...
It's gonna be fine. Oh.
What happened?
He said I was supposed to help train. He said I could help because of my mind magic. I told him it's okay. I don't cast pew pew spells. And he said he wants to practice anyway. So I told him that his feet smell worse than Carl's dumpster. And now he's sad about it. It's the truth, though.
It's okay. He'll get over it.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
Exactly, Mom.
Thanks, Mom.
She's just there like, oh. If you don't need us, then I think we'll head back to the research facility. Are you good here?
Yeah, we're just gonna. You know where we fought? You guys. Well, fought. You guys really.
Oh, do you need me to set that up again?
Yeah, if it's okay.
Oh yeah, no problem. So she turns around and starts muttering an incantation, and she opens the closet door, and the closet has now become a mansion. Well, a magnificent mansion, the spell. And it is shaped as a training hall.
Like run back to the kitchen, like just grab like snacks to bring into the mansion. Thanks, Mom.
Good idea. And everyone's thank you,
I'll
Mrs.
see you
Monty.
later.
Good luck with your research. See you soon. And thanks for letting me use the house. I'll see you. Bye. And just I guess jump into the portal behind Zola.
It's not even like it's literally like
Like a
it
door?
looks like a part of the house at this point. When you open the door, you can like walk right in, and there's not kind of like an opaque barrier between you and it.
Yeah. Going in.
So as you go into the mansion, Zenith and Umara kind of walk out, and this is when Ren, you pull up in the taxi and step out. You see Zola's mom walk out with someone you do remember. You met them before at the Monty dinner. Umara Zita, the counselor, and they both see you. Zenith goes, "Oh, Ren, it's so nice to see you." The girls are inside with Dan. I think they're training, sparring.
Sounds just like him.
But please go on in. We'll be back later.
Absolutely. Have a pleasant night, both.
And they head off.
Head on in.
Okay, so you see the door open, and Arabella kind of dart into the open door with I think snacks. You said.
Yeah.
Red probably does that thing where he like knocks, but also says like hello.
Do we hear him?
Yeah.
Is that? Dan, are you
I'll get
still
him.
around? Oh, okay.
I'm assuming Dan already ran in. Did he not run in?
He's upstairs. He ran upstairs
Oh.
after because of his feet.
I'll go get
That's right.
Dan if you can get the door.
She's gonna put the snacks down in whatever place is suitable for the snacks to be put down. Yeah. Tell him I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just going. See where Dan is. Probably reading my dad's clothes.
You can go upstairs. Dan,
Moping.
where would she find you?
I'm taking a bath.
Oh God.
No way.
She walks in on Dan taking a bath.
I don't know.
I assume I'd hear the water.
It's so
still running.
steamy you can't see anything.
I don't
All
know
you
if
hear is
the-
as I'm scrubbing my fucking feet.
One hell of a pumice stone, I'll tell you that.
It gets smaller.
Are all the bubbles there, or are they almost gone?
Well, just the
So
important bit.
you see steam coming from the bathroom.
Oh. I'll like open it a bit. Dan, we're gonna be in the mansion closet when you're done.
Huh?
Dan, we're gonna be in the mansion closet when you're done. Just close the door.
All right.
And then I'll reopen it a little because it's so steamy in there.
All right. Okay. And Arabella, you open the door, and Ren's standing outside.
Arabella.
Ren, how are you? How did
I'm
you
good.
know? Oh, you knew we were here. That's silly of me. We're trying to train. Are you ready to come train?
I actually am not.
What do you mean?
Well, for one, I'm not wearing my armor.
That's fine. You can train without armor. I don't have armor. I do, but not always.
That doesn't ring quite true for foot soldier, I think. Gotta practice having the endurance to carry that around. It's quite heavy.
Okay, so is everything okay? Did you eat?
Yeah, I ate with the dynamic duel. I have a sort of announcement for the three of you here.
She's getting a sinking feeling.
Yeah, Brent, like his face looks kind of neutral, sad, and like just kind of reserved.
Is this announcement going to make me sad?
It has potential, but also potential.
She's just
for
gonna.
fighting.
She's just gonna turn around, and just like trying, like Zola.
What's wrong?
Ren has bad news.
It's not that bad. It's fine.
See, he said it's bad.
Oh God, that means it's really bad.
Where's Dan?
Dan,
Don't
you
worry.
just hear Ren and News. It's in the backstrokes of like the thing. It's like the pause. Ren,
News.
News.
Hear it speed up.
All right.
Do you want? You have to wait for all of us? Dan's in the
It's not
bath.
exactly necessary. I could go talk to Dan after.
After,
wait.
preferably.
You're just gonna enter the bathroom.
No, after.
Oh, I guess I would just tell him now. Yeah, I'll be right back. I like hop
What?
upstairs. Like open the door, like just fully open it.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Steam kind of like billows
Ren.
out.
Like drop the stone. What are you doing here?
I'm leaving.
Stone.
Can Zola and Arabella like pull like a
Well, let me
Scooby
just
Doo
go
and put their
pick
ears
this up real
against the door?
Okay, the ears. Yeah.
There is no door. You open it.
Close the door behind you, pal.
Yeah, close the
Let him know
door.
the
Damn.
I mean, yeah. Then if the door is closed, for sure.
No, so it's
Is-
wide
is the
open.
door
You guys
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
no.
See,
follow
The
me.
door is wide open.
I just come in. I'm like, Dan, you're the easiest to tell. I'm leaving.
All right. Wait, I mean, you came here, now you're leaving. Okay. What'd you even come here for?
Or you just say bye.
Oh. Well, you're like going for good?
I'm gonna be going on a mission for a long time.
Like, it's like some big stuff for you?
Sort of, yeah. It's kind of a part of the mentorship. I turn. Are the girls behind me?
Yeah, Arabella's visibly upset.
Heads leading into the doorway.
Yeah, steam has cleared.
Collect the bubbles.
It's just Dan, 1 foot up. Yeah. I turn. I catch your eyes and look back at Dan. It's for the mentorship, and there's essentially something important that I'm going to have to investigate as part of the Silent Rain.
Well, do you
I
want to do it?
personally don't understand why you wouldn't just tell us so we can go together, because we just came back from my mission, so we can go on your mission, and that would be fine.
Oh yeah.
That would be true usually, but this is a sort of a covert operation. It's and I think about this for a moment, and I think Ren actually breaks like his promise essentially to himself, and he's like, when I originally came here, I had a secret mission. That's the reason that I was at Aglarond. But the mission changed, and I got to hang around for a long while.
What do you mean?
I'm glad I was here, but now there's another mission, and I have to go.
He's a cop. He's not a student. 21 Jump
It's
Street.
impossible.
Oh, I'm hearing them again.
Impossible.
Wait. Let me get more presentable. I put a towel around me.
Get up and out of the town.
I go up to you.
Valentine.
Gets the smallest towel.
It's a
Little
hand
hand
towel.
towel.
I mean, he's already gotten up from the pad, so at that point,
Great
whoever's looking
minds.
in.
But like you want to go, right?
I do. I think that being with everyone, I learned a lot, and I learned that there's a lot I'm missing. I want to be able to lead like Commander Zephyr does. I want to be able to lead a party. Maybe our party, if you let me. But right now, I'm sort of a Ren of all trades, a jack of all trades, as they say. I don't know that I've found what I'm really good at yet. And I think that this kind of mission is going to help me do that.
Guess we should have expected this from at least one person this year. Just didn't think it
Maybe.
would be so early on.
Hey, you go out there and you do that thing, man.
But while I'm out there, if I get any information, I'll pass it along to the rest of you about any mines, anything that I find, any rumors. If I'm moving around, I'll be your eyes and ears out there.
Please do. Thank you for everything. Hawkeye can come and give us messages, right? If that works, he could do that.
It's a bit of a long way, but maybe. I look at the ring and I'm like, I'm sorry that it's so sudden. I'm leaving tonight.
Oh.
I think Arabella is like clenching her fists like really, really hard. Are you still in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Everyone's still in the bathroom.
Oh, we're all in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought you guys had gone up and tried to listen to the door, but since
Yeah.
the door was wide open, you were kind of
So you're just
looking
right
in.
outside, Ren's in the bathroom fully, and Dan's next to him with a towel.
Bold assumption.
Oh well, either way, she's like clenching her fists really hard, and she's just gonna like wrap you up in a really quick hug and like squeeze, and then I don't know, probably hold it for a solid like 4 seconds and let go and like, of course, fix her attire. Good luck.
Wait,
Be safe. What?
now you can't even stay for dinner?
I have to prepare. I have to let the others know. I hugged Arabella back. And I look over at Zola, and well, I came here first because I had something important to tell Zola.
Do you want me to come? I don't know if I guess I could make time. Is it?
I
She's
just like
going, I'm
go up
going.
to you, like pat your shoulder. I'm like, let's just talk in private for a minute.
Hey, Ren, before you go, come here. I give you a nice wet hug.
How?
Fully hug you.
Let the towel
You're
drop.
fully wet. He's pretty wet himself.
And then I hand you my towel.
Take it. I think one fluid motion, you
yours.
hand me the towel, and my hand goes out, covers like Arabella's eyes. All right, bathroom.
Zola again.
Arabella's
told
happy
you.
to leave.
Just pat you on the shoulder. I walk out and I go, stay atomic, man. And I'll just like find my clothes wherever I put them. Maybe they're just on the floor outside.
I'm sure they're
the
probably
bathroom.
on the floor. I don't
More
think
like
you
the
put
door
them that far.
closes and we hear.
I go back to it. I'll pick up the stone.
It just sounds a little sadder now.
Heartbreaking.
Have you ever scraped your feet sobbing before?
Yeah.
Every night.
It's my mantra, actually.
Hell yeah, dude.
So I think I walk with Zola like just down to the entranceway and I think it keep just a little bit of distance from Arabella. And it's not that like Ren just wants to have a moment with Zola.
Oh yeah, I mean, Arabella will respect that. She'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like you're not. It's not like he doesn't want you to overhear. Like he just wants to talk one-on-one with Zola for a second. And so he looks at you, Zola, and he just takes you by both shoulders. And Zola, with me gone, I think that you're the bridge between the dynamic, wild nature of a lot of our party members and the cool-headed logic. If before we were balanced, 3 logic, 3 wild, then that balance has been upset. And I think that you have what it takes to keep the two together, to keep it all together. Arabella supporting you. I look over at Arabella. And then with, the trust, loyalty of Dan, Carl, and Ori, it's a really good party. So I think that, I don't know. We never really had a real leader discussed per se, but you have my vote.
Why can't you just? I thought it would always be like us two. Like we would be the bridge together. I don't know if I could do it.
You will.
They respect you. They listen to you. I respect you, Ren. A lot.
I was brought up in a place where you get things done. But you were brought up by 2 parents who are in charge of a whole city. You have the expertise and the support. You can do this. And if they aren't listening, speak up. I know you're loud. Ever since that day when you blasted Dan off his feet.
Thank guess. This is a lot, Ren. This is. Thought I was just gonna kick Dan's butt and then go to bed and everything would be normal.
Well, it's up to you. I only have one vote. I smile, look over at Arabella.
Obviously, you have all of the votes, especially mine.
Well, that makes 2.
All of them.
But only until you get back. Because when you get back, you're going to be even twice as much Ren as you are now. And I'll do my best to keep the seat warm in the meantime.
I do the kind of like clasp the forearm with you.
I try and like slip out of it and like just give you a hug.
You hug me. And I think what I would like to do is you don't have 3 magic items that you're tuned to, right?
No.
I would like to slip the cloak of the genie kind of like from my shoulders and just put it around yours. I'll be back.
Like, it's probably doesn't fit me in the same way as it does on you, but just hold it.
At least until you attune to it.
Damn it, Ren. We were just getting good. I guess now we're gonna have to get great.
You better be. I'll walk off. And you probably see Ren shiver a little bit because he's cold. Yeah, and then hail a freaking cab.
All right. So you hail the cab and I guess head off to dorms.
And head off to the dorms. But Ren wants to make a stop.
Okay.
And I have a question for you as the DM.
Mm-hmm.
What is the legal drinking age for a character in Vardonyl? Like, are we allowed to drink? Like,
So
mead or wine?
You've drank before in private settings.
Yeah.
Well,
The
we've
legal
only got a
age
glass of
here is 16.
Okay. And I'm like 17 now, right?
Yeah, because
Are
you're
you?
That's what I think I said. Yeah. Last time because we spent a year. So I think Ren goes and I have some gold on me. And I'm going to like pick up like a case of like either like mead or beer or wine or something, like nothing too fancy, but I think something that probably he would have had like with the mercenaries kind of thing, like either be like, you know, before a long mission or a long voyage. And then I want to kind of like sneak it into the dorm.
Okay.
Just like to my room.
Roll me just like a basic stealth. Like one of the first rolls of the night, other than like the saving throw from wisdom. But
Yes. Would you say that I've had a short rest at any point today?
yeah, I feel like the lunch and everything, like that whole time, would be a short rest.
Okay. So I will use superiority dice on the stealth as well.
Okay.
So 1d8. Okay, so that's a 17 plus 5. 23. 22.
Okay. No one is in the front as you head into the dorms, and you can make your way wherever you wish.
Right. So I make my way to the dorm. Probably find Ori and Carl's room.
Okay.
What are the two of you up to?
What do we usually get up to?
I'm kind of thrown off without the dumpster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of sitting, staring at Wall. This is our friend Wall.
I
Got
think
it, we drew
after
one.
the talk, Ori would have wanted to maybe pass by her mentor before heading back to the dorms, just to be like, "Hey, Teach, I kind of forgot what I was supposed to be doing, so I want something else." And I'll like pull out my book, and I'll be like, "You just tell me where there's some big old things I can hunt in general areas, and I'll get around to it, Teach." I want to transform into different things. I feel like my wild shape's kind of lacking, you know?
He like looks at you, sighs. He's like,
I know I haven't been here in like 2 weeks. But,
that
yeah.
was your mission. Was to
Oh,
find different creatures to change into,
oh,
to
sweet.
discover them,
Hey, thanks,
and to
Teach.
try and shape into them.
You're the best. I like
Come
walk
back
up.
once you can get at least 6 different ones.
6. Okay. Easy
The
peasy.
ones that you don't have now, I mean.
Oh.
6 new ones.
I'm like already a gorilla.
I know you can do a gorilla.
Turn back. It's my last wild shape for the day. And be like, okay. Good advice. Good talk. Then I'll go find Carl. I guess we just try and read his book. I feel like
Well, that's the thing is, while you're gone, I literally was just staring with little Mitch on my shoulder, just staring at the book. Like it's just open to a random page, and I'm just staring at it the whole time, just standing there, just seething.
And I walk in and be like, Carl, that's not how you read.
I know what I'm doing.
And I'll be like, it's okay. And pat his head and try to read his book to him. Well, not try. I'll read this book to him.
I
Or he can
immediately
read.
just like curl up.
So, yeah, I feel like that's what you'd walk into. Like saying the most mundane like tactics book to him and showing him the pictures. Maybe
It's not a
drawing
tactics book.
things sometimes.
It was like a biography or something
Was
like
it?
that, right?
It was,
Spicy.
So I
Some
walk
dude's-
in,
some dude's
you're showing that, and I go, well, I have some intelligence potions to help with the reading.
What?
Sweet.
Intelligence
Give me-
potions.
Well,
and had used both some brews.
you're like 10, I'm like 14.
This is an intelligence potion.
It smells
had this-
great.
I've had this plenty in the doghouse.
And it makes you feel smart.
Well,
I always feel smart. Cheers.
Yeah, and then probably proceed to just drink with you guys and I don't know, laugh about some stuff, reminisce about some of the adventures we went on. I think probably ask Ori, what you've been up to, and
I'd be like,
Have
I
a-
finally got it. I finally know what I'm supposed to do for class.
excellent. Cheers to that.
Yeah, we're
Ah,
growing. Yeah. And Carl's gonna
growth.
learn to read.
Yeah.
Lofty goals.
Check this out, Ren.
That's incredible.
Thanks.
Commander Zephyr says
Working
that
really hard.
you have to go pass by. Said
Oh.
apparently you've accomplished quite a bit so far, so it's time for you to have a talk.
What? Oh.
She
okay.
knows you've been doing good. I've only said good things about you.
Really? That's nice. Not
Yeah.
used to that.
You saved your family. It's a big deal, Carl.
I mean, we
Okay.
saved my family. I didn't even get to rip one throat.
Next time. Next time.
I'll never get to tell you too. And Ren's like a little flushed in the face. I really appreciate your brutality. I hear all the stories from the mercenaries all the time about killing that folk, doing this, and well, I've never done any of that. Too young.
Listen, everybody is just bags of money floating in skin and blood. Sometimes you just got to get through the skin and blood to get to the money.
Yeah, we're just
Oh,
human
yeah.
sacks of meat.
Money in the
Inside.
blood too,
The
The
bones.
bones are the money.
Mm-hmm.
and the organs. Stop
No.
some illegal organ trades. Like Ren
No.
launches into a story that he's like been told about like a
Oh.
mission where they had to like there was like illegal organ selling or something and they recovered a box.
And did they eat them?
Yeah, did they eat
Didn't
them?
eat them.
We're
They
like
got
curled up.
They said
So it
they
was
said
a
they
sad
brought them to
story
a
in the
hospital, but I don't know. That Commander Zephyr showed up. I don't know. She gave them a look. I always thought maybe some poor orphan got them. Who was dying.
Waste of good food, if you ask me.
Well,
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I gotta go to
Yeah.
sleep, boys. But girl, and wobbles a bit. You too. And he like gives each of you like a little like awkward little hug.
What?
And I'm gonna be away for a little bit, but I'll be back.
Like a camping trip?
Kind
What?
of, yeah.
Hmm.
Little mentorship mission.
Well, good luck. You always kept us straight and narrow.
I tried. But
Hmm.
you two, just remember, trust in your comrades. Try and be supportive, and it'll go fine.
What's happening? Are you leaving?
Yeah, Carl. He's Ren saying goodbye.
Is this why you brought the intelligence potions? So I would understand? I don't understand.
I'll like hug him.
What did I do?
Just big group hug.
What did I do?
It's not you, Carl. It's not you. I gotta do this for
Don't
me.
leave me.
Why do we feel like you're dying?
I'm not gonna die.
Don't you fucking die, man.
Couple of Quiznecks.
Get out of here.
Yeah, I got. We're like ugly crying. Go. Yeah.
I'm alligator crying. You can only tell because of my voice. There's no change of expression in Carl's face at all because he's a freaking alligator. But he's
Get out of here, man.
that's how he cries. Terrible gasps.
And I leave to go get ready.
I'm gonna need you to rub my belly all night, Rory.
Not tonight, Carl. Not tonight.
Michigan.
Michigan just goes and starts patting in circles around. Round in your stomach, just round and round.
It eventually helps. I cry myself to sleep.
As do I.
So we will pick back up with Dan, Zola, and Arabella next session. Before we end, I want to just quickly hit on Ren. The morning after, you head to the barracks. Everything's prepared. Is there any stops you need to make before, or are you all set?
You should roll to not have a hangover.
Ren knows how to hold his drink.
As a
I think like
17.
you probably wouldn't have noticed. Ren had like
That's
one
true, 17.
drink.
He wouldn't have a hangover.
Ren just had the one.
Yeah, that's
He's
fair.
going on a mission. He can't get crazy.
The
But you're
one was
17.
enough for
You're
us.
17. You'd a hangover. There's no such thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
true.
17.
Bounce back like there's
Um,
nothing.
Things I would have to do. I think Ren probably gets some rations. For sure. Gets up early, make sure all his equipment is good, cleans up his whole room, tidies it up so it's spick and span and ready for someone. Goes and talks to Bess. Make sure that she knows that he's going to be gone for a while and that potentially it'll be like long term.
Well, there's not usually many people that come by halfway through the semester, so the room should still be here when you get back if you're coming back for like the end of the year.
we'll see. But I'll of course let you know, let the school know. I'll be in touch. And well, if you need the room, you need the room. We'll figure something out.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not unusual for students in their mentorship years to leave for a while. Good luck.
Thank you, miss. Probably gives her like a firm handshake. Just he seems like a.
She takes your hand, like, and like pats the other side of your hand as before you let go.
Right. Then I think this is a little bit of like what stops what I do in town. I don't know that there's so many other people that he would want to see. These were his first friends. Anyone said bye to them all already. So I think that, he touches his ring with Hockey, who's like now his like another friend that he got all together that he gets to take with him. Clicks the jackalopers together. Snugs the free runner armor like tight. Feels a bit odd without the cloak, so probably goes and picks up a cloak, like a new traveling cloak, and meets Mihaly and is ready to go.
Okay, so she kind of greets. Oh, yeah.
Sorry, I probably have to pass by the school, let the school know. Oh no, Zephyr's working with the school. I don't say anything to the school.
Okay. So you meet with Mihaly, and she's there. She's all right. Ready? You'll need this. And she takes out this thin piece of glass and hands it to you. The glass itself kind of lights up, and you see kind of your ID. That's the passport, and it'll let you get out of the city and into Vardonyl.
All right.
Keep that with you. It's important.
Yeah, put it inside the inner armor, like probably my side or something.
All right, if you're ready, let's be off.
Right as rain. So, Mihaly, how'd you and Zephyr get to be so buddy? Get to be so close. Now we're traveling buddies. It's time to share stories.
She lets out this long sigh. And that's where we're going to end up the session.
Woo!
So, yeah, we'll pick it back up next time in a couple weeks with Dan, Arabella, and Zola's little training session. But unfortunately, Brent is going to be transitioning over to Tuesdays with our lovely new and brand spanking new, really, Ashlands campaign, DM'd by our very own Siege.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So he's going to be a mainstay in that campaign. And so we'll be saying goodbye for a little while, but he'll be popping in every now and then when he can. And we can't wait to have you back on an Aglarond once more.
Yes, sir.
But until then, Zola will keep your seat warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Yeah, thanks for playing, guys. It's
We're very food motivated.
You know how to get them. A bag of treats at all times. And,
You cracked the code. Arabella, you have to learn Hero's Feast now.
Yeah, really.
That's an expensive spell.
Yeah.
Like a diamond each time, or like a golden chalice or something. But yeah. So that was another session of Aglarond High. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, a little quick sign off. We have been the Hexagon TTRPG. You can find us on all the socials at this point. Instagram, Facebook, X, Blue Sky, TikTok. And right here on Twitch, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 7:30 p.m. EST, where we try and entertain you with these lovely stories that we're weaving together. And if you've missed any, you can definitely catch up at on our YouTube. We've released most all of our videos, all our streams there, so you can catch up. And so, what are you doing still here? Go catch up. All right. Thanks once more. We've been the Hexagon TTRPG, and we're gonna be Hexagon. Have a good night, guys.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Hexa bye bye.